Hey Gemini, welcome to your Throne Talk Thursday. This is your moment to step into your power, own your voice, and claim the seat at the table that's meant for you. Today, we're looking at where you're being called to lead, the energy that supports your divine assignment, and the block you must release to rise higher, and the abundance that's waiting just for you once you take authority of your crown. All right. So let's see what Spirit wants to share about your leadership path and your next big move. All right. So let's get into it, Gemini. We are closing the week out and let's get into it. All right. Let's, I know, right, Gemini? I'm just trying to figure out which deck I want to use first. All right. So we're going to go into the energy of where you're being called to lead. Okay. Where you're being called to lead. And we have a value indication, right? It says your inner value is greater than you realize. Perhaps you've been questioning your work lately. Focus on affirming your unique qualities daily, and you'll become more confident in your balance. So we are being called to lead with our confidence, okay? We're being called to lead with our confidence so that we can know our worth and move in that order, okay? Moving with confidence, knowing our worth is going to bring balance. It's going to bring justice. Okay. What next? We're going to look into what energy is supporting your divine assignment, and it's going to be your emotions. Okay. It says your emotions are guiding you through life's challenges. Have you been suppressing your feelings? Let them flow naturally. Whether joy or sadness, your emotions are your strength. Okay, Gemini? So the energy that's supporting our assignment, our divine alignment, okay, is going to be our emotions. Okay? We need to be honoring everything that we're feeling right now. We're feeling those emotions for a reason. Okay? Sometimes we might get into a space where we don't necessarily understand why we're feeling what we're feeling. Sometimes it may even be hard to explain what we're feeling. But every emotion that you are experiencing is for a reason. Okay? All of these emotions are here to support you. Whether it's with helping you shift and transform, whether it's, to create balance, create more alignment, whether it's to connect you more, whatever the case is, it is going to depend on the individual, but whatever you're feeling is critiquing your path. Okay? You need these emotions for a reason. They're here to support you. So do not suppress them. Do not silence them. Do not ignore them. Do not sweep them under a rug, Gemini. What must you release in order to rise? Okay? We might have some Geminis that are in the energy of confusion. Okay? Maybe even self-doubt. Okay? And it's going to go back to this card of our confidence. Okay? We need to release that so that we can realize our worth and be more confident. Okay? When we become confident, when we release confusion and become more confident, we find that our lives become more balanced. We receive more justice. Okay? It's going to be certain things that we're not going to tolerate, and people will be able to see. People will be able to see that confidence that aura of do not fuck with Gemini, okay? Do not play with Gemini, okay? We need to release self-doubt and confusion and replace it with confidence and realize it, which is going to help us realize our self-worth, okay? And even if you're struggling to release that self-doubt, try each day to wake up in confidence, to move in confidence. And slowly we can see that shift in the mindset when it comes to realizing your self-worth. Self-worth. When you move in confidence, you treat everything as such. And then you begin to notice how much of an asset you are. You begin to notice your attributes. You begin to see the things that you feel like are imperfect or flawed, and they become beautiful to you. Okay? So let's release the spirit of confusion. Okay? It says confusion may feel overwhelming, but remember that every maze has an exit, meaning you have the capability of leaving that dynamic. Okay? You might be struggling with difficult problems, but shifting your perspective could reveal the solution. And that's exactly what I'm saying, Gemini. That's exactly what I just mentioned, okay? Let's move in confidence. Let's walk in confidence. Let's speak in confidence, okay? So that we can shift the mindset. So that we can shift the dynamics. We need to shift the narrative of the story, okay? We are queens and kings, and we should move in that order, okay? And should be respected in that order. All right? In the energy of what abundance is on the way, this is going to be something divine. Something spiritual is on the way. It says the power of your spirit is always there, quietly supporting you. If you feel lost, take time to listen to your inner voice. Through meditation or simply outdoor activities, you can reconnect with your inner strength, okay? The abundance on the way for you, Gemini, is something spiritual, okay? Something that you cannot put a price on. Something that cannot be taken away from you, okay? They can try, but it's not going to work. This is something that is divinely yours, okay? This is something that God has ordained for you, okay? So this, anytime we receive, let us get into the mind frame of anytime when it comes to receiving, period, we should be thankful. Whether it's little, big, small, medium rare, whatever it is, we should be in the spirit of being thankful, okay? Now, let's break it down because there are multiple gifts. There is. But I don't know about you, Gemini, but I would want to be blessed with something spiritual. Anytime we're blessed with, this is the way that I look at it. Anytime that we are blessed with something spiritual, it opens up different avenues. It opens up different doors. It clears paths, okay? So, your mind may be set on something materialistically, but however, when you receive something spiritual, it's going to exceed your expectations. Now it's bigger than a material. Now we're bigger than a material. Now it's unlimited access to materialists. I'm just giving examples, Gemini. So Like I said, anytime we're receiving, we want to be in the spirit of being thankful. Okay? When we receive something spiritual, to me, that is like listen, that is at the top. That's at listen, on the list of awards. I want to, the first thing I would want to receive is a spiritual gift, spiritual abundance. It's not going anywhere. It's not leaving. It doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter what's said, what's done. It is for you. It cannot be taken away from you. This is yours. Somebody can't break in your house in the middle of the night and steal it. This is yours divinely. Okay? And God likes to show out. Spirit loves to show out. The universe loves to show out. Usually when those spiritual blessings come in, it's boundless. Okay? There's no limit to. And it never gets dull. Over time, it gets better and better and better. And we going on another level and into another chapter, and the elevation just keeps going. It never stops. It never stops. And I don't know about you, Gemini, but this is the type of abundance that I want. This is the type of rewards, gifts, and blessings that I want. I want the spiritual ones, where I can create whatever, whenever. I don't know why I keep hearing Scout's honor. But this is divine. This is big, Gemini. This is big and it's yours to have and to hold, love. To have and to hold. What else does Gemini need to know on this Throne Talk Thursday? Time. It's time. And like I said, overtime. I think it's time. It's on the way. It's time. It's time. It's time to receive this. And guess what? In time, it grows. It expands. It gets bigger. Nothing about this abundance is limited. Nothing about this abundance, this gift, this reward diminishes. Okay? Boundless, unlimited, timeless. Okay? Yeah. I kept saying Scott's honor. This is an honor. This is an honor. This gift is an honor. Not everybody is rewarded spiritual gifts, spiritual rewards. Everybody's not making the cut, Gemini. And like I said, with anything in life, we must remember to be thankful. Okay? Yes, we've been through a lot. Yes, we've changed, and, we are a different person. Okay? But we still have to remember to be humble. We must remember where we've come from. We have to remember that team that had our back from day one. Okay? So anything that comes our way, we must be humble and we must be thankful. Okay? Especially something that's divine. Especially something that is God sent, Spirit sent, divinely sent, universally sent. Okay? There's nothing in this lifetime that could hold us back from this spiritual blessing, from this spiritual reward. There's nothing that could hold us back. Nothing that can hold us back. There's nothing that can hold us back. And honestly, I believe that with this gift, this reward, this blessing that's coming in, you might have people from the past coming in to try to make you feel bad about this blessing, about this big honor. They might try to come around or sprinkle misery or make you feel bad or bring up or be plungy and bring up old shit. Nah, nope. Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna work. Nothing's gonna, and you should not let nothing ruin this moment of happiness for this reward. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah. This is unlimited. This is this is a well that never runs dry. This is a well that never runs dry. This is a blessing. This is a reward that never stops. It never ends. The possibilities are endless. They say, the card says you are at the threshold of infinite possibilities. The universe is opening new paths for you. Break free from old limits and explore the unknown. The potential ahead is greater than you think. And that is what listen, you're going to have people that's going to either come back or that's around that are going to put a limit on you and get upset because you're not restricting yourself. You're not holding yourself back. You've done enough of that over the years, Gemini. And so you're not doing that. And see, they're used to what you used to be. They're used to what you used to be and how you used to do. So this new you, this new you, they're not going to be able to handle it. It's too much pressure. It's too much pressure. And before they bust, they're going to try to make you bust. But no. Stand your ground. Okay? Stand your ground. Let nothing ruin this new. It's going to feel like freedom. This reward that you're getting is going to feel like freedom. You're going to be free. And when I say that, this release of freedom, I keep picturing the devil card in the tarot deck where it's a man and a woman and they're chained to the devil. It's almost like they are victims of circumstances, victim of obsessions, victim of addictions, victim of environment, victim of whatever was restricting them and holding them back. They couldn't seem to shake it. And whatever this reward, blessing, gift from spirit, that's spiritually, that's divinely being given to you, that's on the way, that's here now, basically is what it's saying, is going to give you a sense of release, a sense of freedom. Can you imagine that? Free from whatever you were experiencing, whatever you were going through. And not only do you get that freedom, but then you are getting this spiritual reward that is infinite. And they want to keep making you think about shit from the past. No, ma'am. If we're going to be thinking about anything from the past, we're going to be giving thanks. Thanks for being that person. Thanks for going through that hardship, that trauma, that betrayal to transition into this person you are divinely today. Right now, today. Okay? That's the only way we reflect. And we're not reflecting to sit there for people to manipulate us and make us feel bad and make us feel like we owe them and we think we better. No, I am better. I'm better than what I used to be. And if that offends you, if that disrupts your spirit, if that puts your panties in a bunch, I hate it for you, but I'm not dimming myself for anybody. I'm going to let this light shine bright because I deserve it. This was orchestrated for me, and I'm not being quiet about it. Yeah. I seen this at the bottom of the deck, union universe, and I keep saying to myself, a union with the universe, a union with God, a union with spirit, a union with the divine. Everything that you've been going through that seemed like it was breaking you down was really building you up. It was divinely orchestrated for you to win, for you to receive, to be gifted infinite, to be gifted infinite. You are being honored. Do you see the crown? And this is a natural crown. This is spiritually. Listen, it's not this what you are receiving. This is a very high honor. You're being rewarded for all the nights you cried, for all the nights you stressed, days you cried, the times you had to sacrifice, the times you had to go without. Okay? For all those level ups, for all those tests, for all those assignments that you might have missed the first time, second time, third time around, but shook back and got it right the fourth, fifth, and sixth. This is for you. It says recognize the hard work you put in to get where you are today. Right now today, Gemini. Instead of thinking how far you still have to go, remind yourself of all that you've accomplished and be proud. And I feel like just as much as we have people coming to make us sit in the past, there are going to be people that come around and make it still like, make you, there's going to be people that's going to try to come around and put you in the energy of, it still ain't enough. They're going to try to put you in that unappreciative energy. An energy like it's not good enough. Like you haven't done enough. Oh, what that little blessing or that little. No. This is big. Everything you do is big. From here on out, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay? It gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Better and better and betterer. Ha! It's elevation. And it gets better with time. You're constantly shifting. You're constantly elevating. This spiritually divine orchestrated blessing, reward, gift for you, it's not the end. It's just the beginning of the rewards. You have so much in store for you. So don't let anyone convince you that it's not enough or it's all right. No, this is big. What you've been through is big. What you've overcome is big. Where you are now is big. Where you're going is big. And it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Don't allow anyone to come around you and compare your journey to theirs or anyone else's. No, shut it down right at the door. We're not comparing journeys. And a person that was truly divinely connected to their journey would not try to compare it. Would not. But you see what it is it's envy and jealousy because you did what you were supposed to do on your journey. But guess what? Everybody has choices. Everyone has choices. Everyone has choices. And that determines the journey. And even when the choices get hard, or even when the choices got hard, you made a choice. Okay? And that's what led you on the path that you are. Not only did you make that choice, but you tapped in and you listened to God. You let God walk with you. You let him hold your hand. You let divine hold your hand. You let the universe hold your hand. You let spirit hold you and guide you. Man, woman, whatever your belief is, you allowed that inner voice to guide you on your path. It says you're being asked to make a choice that you've been struggling with. It's time to decide which path you're going to take. Listen to your intuition, eliminate everyone else's input, and feel your way into the choice that is right for you. The time is now. You've done that. You've made your choice. And so have they. How dare they compare their journey to yours? How dare they compare another person's journey to yours? How dare they do anything other than give you your flowers? Okay? So we're gonna make sure that we're separating ourselves from those type of energies, okay? Because you've done the work. You've made the choice. You've made the choice. If they want to sit with a victim mind, let them sit there. But we're not sitting there. Because guess what? I'm looking at this card and all I seen was the word world. And I was like, even when we felt like our back was against the wall, we still kept it P. We kept it pushing and we kept pushing positivity. Okay? You got some people that just want to sit like, oh, I couldn't do this because of this, because everybody, and and just sit in them stinking drawers, in them stinking dirty drawers with them nasty, funky, musky pants, with that dingy ass shirt. They just want to sit there in the stench, in that nasty ass mindset. Meanwhile, we had to pick ourselves up. When our clothes got like that, we had to pick ourselves up, wash them, wash our bodies, and keep it moving. We couldn't sit there. Okay, but it says you feel the world is against you, and this will only cause you to attract more negative results. Stop the blame. Take responsibility for your happiness. Only then will abundance start to flow. In Gemini, that's what you did. You got rid of the victim mindset, and you kept it peak. You kept it P. You picked yourself up and you kept it P. I'm talking about you back up against the wall fighting. But you never stopped fighting. And so here come this energy that want to sit up there, and because they done sat there and got their ass whooped, can't fight, won't fight. Now they keep getting hit with bad shit after bad shit after bad shit. Then they see you walk through and you glowing. And now they envious and jealous. Why? I went through shit just like you went through shit, but I picked myself up. Don't come hating on me. Don't come hating on me. Do not come hating on me. Because you had the same choice to choose which way you wanted your path to go. Which way you wanted your journey to flow. And you made your decision. So I don't want to hear none of that complaining. And you know what? I'm not even going to lie to you, Gemini. Like, there was a part in my journey, and I feel like I'm still kind of working on that, but I feel like I'm towards the end now. But there was a specific phase in my journey where it was like, it was in the phase of me cutting off people, places, and things, okay? And one of the ways I knew it was time to cut people off or dismiss myself from certain environments when I come somewhere and someone is always complaining. Like, and then when you try to give a resolution for the complaint, they find an excuse to why that resolution won't work. And I used to allow it, but my spiritual team must have been like, no, you know, because at first it really didn't bother me too much, but then it got to a point where it just irritated the fuck out of me, because it's like, when I call you, I don't sit on the phone with you and talk about depressive stuff. I'm talking about every conversation is depressing. You either need some money, you ain't got no money, you're broke, your lights off, your water off, you ain't, like, it's, but in the same breath, you laid up with somebody and we grown. You get what I'm saying? So I had to really, like, it irritated me. Not just people who laid up with significant others and not doing nothing. Like, you could be single and you can't stick to none of your goals. You know, my first response is gonna be, shoot, maybe they need somebody in their corner to motivate them. I don't mind. I'm on my journey. I motivate myself. I help motivate you if you need a little. But all that, every time when somebody tries, okay, well, listen. For example, you single, you don't got no responsibilities. You trying to go back to school, get your degree. Okay, boom. You ain't got no car. Your car end up breaking down. So you got to catch the bus, but you don't really like getting on the bus. But boom, okay. Well, I go that way. I could probably take you like 3 of the 5 days. I could probably drive you 3 of the 5 days to your school. Then the other 2 days, you know, you got to catch your bus. But you find an excuse for that. No, I'm not. Just certain victim mindsets, certain things, you know, in my journey, I had to cut it off. You heard the expression, birds of a feather? Then I'm going to throw another one at you. Y'all what you eat. Both of those expressions are true. They're very true. You are the company that you keep. And I refuse to have company that makes excuses for everything. I refuse to sit with a victim mindset group of people. And so, Gemini, when you're coming into this, when you feel this energy coming around you, you need to get rid of it. Okay? You put in too much work. We're not going back to that. They need to figure it out the same way you had to figure it out. Because it comes a point in time where you have to realize, how do I keep getting the same results? How do I keep ending up right back in this place? Like, I remember there was a time where I grind, I hustle, I make money. You know what I'm saying? But I would always get to a space where I'm low on money. How in the hell? If I just had X amount of dollars that should carry me to this XYZ date, why am I feel like I'm back at square one? I'm not even nowhere near the XYZ date. Okay? And I started this thinking to myself, like, how do I keep ending up here? This is a cycle. How do I get out this cycle? Okay? And that's the same thing with a person with a victim mindset needs to think. If you feel like everything is happening to you, what can you do to start making things happen for you? And that's what I had to put myself in the mind frame of. I had to put myself in a mind frame of, how can I start making these events that I feel like are happening to me happen for me? And that's when my life began to change for the better, because I started putting in the work to making things happen for me rather than against me. Gemini, you have to change and shift your perspective. And I think for a lot of you, there's no telling what you had to carry along with you while making this shift. And it's not easy. It's not easy to pick up and just say, I'm finna change my life and it's finna be better. No, it requires a lot of work. A lot of work, a lot of patience, a lot of endurance, and a hella lot of faith. Okay? Some of you might have been carrying family members. Some of you might have been carrying children. Some of you might have been creating generations of karmic cycles, karmic lessons. Okay? Shit, you probably was carrying a whole 5-bedroom, 5,604 square feet brick house on your back, trying to make this shift. Meaning you had a lot of shit to carry with you in order to make that transition, in order to make that change. But you still make the change. So don't let nobody with that lack and thereof mindset get back in your energy. As a matter of fact, we are picking and choosing who the fuck gets our energy. Everybody is not deserving. And you need to speak up about it. You need to let it be known. You need to let it be known what you fuck with, what you don't fuck with. And lay that law down now. You ain't with that. You are not with that. You done came a long ways. And you damn sure not finna carry no victim mindset. A person with a victim perspective, a victim mentality with you. No, you ain't doing that. You can't even counsel nobody like that until they get it in their mind that they are not a victim. Because at the end of the day, yes, circumstances are fucked up. Yes, sometimes I feel like we just honestly are dealt fucked up cards. Two wrongs don't make a right. Everything is about a choice. Okay? Ultimately, it's going to boil down to a choice. We have the power to shift things in our life. We have the power to shift. Is it easy? No. But we have the power to choose. We have a power to choose where we're going. Okay? And that's exactly what you did, Gemini. You chose. You trusted and you chose. Came up with a game plan. And now you're being rewarded. And I think this is more so of you trusted. You trusted and God came up with a plan. It was divinely orchestrated. This abundance, this reward, this gift that's coming in was divinely orchestrated. That was God's plan. That was God's plan. Okay? That was nothing but God's plan. And so we're going to step into this abundance that was divinely gifted to us with our head held high and our chest out. And we don't give a damn what they say. And you damn sure ain't finna come around us with that rah-rah bullshit. Because we don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear none of that. Take your ass on with that shit. Tell their ass go figure out the lesson. Because you misunderstood the assignment. All these years later and you still misunderstanding the assignment. Bitch, I got it. And that's why I'm getting it. Because I figured it the fuck out. I wasn't finna keep being on no damn hamster wheel. steady running around in the same motherfucking circle, doing the same shit, getting to the top, tired, drained as hell, and having no profits, no reward, no nothing. Man, you got me messed up. I got right. And you let them know that. When they come around with that, you let them know just that. That you put in the work and everything you got, you earn. Give a damn what they say. You went in. Maybe they should go in. You released and went in. And they need to do the same damn thing. And get the fuck out your face. For real. They trying to come around with that rah-rah. All the work you done put in. Everything you done sacrificed to get here. For real. Yeah. They stuck. Cause they don't wanna put in the work. Okay? You had to reassess everything. You had to do a whole 360 and check everything in that motherfucker. I'm talking about not just glancing and looking and just like, maybe. No, you had to go in, flip boxes, open tops. You had to go in there and do the work. You had to go all around, everywhere, and make sure that bed was straight. You did. And when you did that, you noticed what was good for you and what was bad. What aligned and what didn't align. You did. You did that. That's how you're able to see, man. Gemini, you able to see some bullshit 3 miles away. As soon as you see that thing coming up the road, you like, oh hell no, let me go ahead. I'm finna head out, y'all. All right, peace, I'm gone. You not finna sit there and wait for the bullshit to come to you, not at all. You sense it coming 3 miles ahead, and guess what? You protected, but you still gonna get the hell on. You ain't with it. You not with it. Been there, done that. Why I'm finna sit there again? No. Baby, you built for it. Tough all that you done been through. Yeah. Yeah, Gemini. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. We ain't into none of that. Say spiritually woke. I see that, but I think of like a divine connection. This is that Bonnie and Clyde. That's what you got with God right now. That's what you got with spirit, the universe, divine. That's what you have right now. The connection is so tight. The connection is so tight. It can't be broken down. Can't nothing or nobody separate that divine connection that you have with God. You aware. You spiritually awakened. Anything that don't align, you getting the hell on. That thing say skirt. That thing say skirt. Quick getaway. You getting the hell on. You is not sitting around for no bullshit. And that's what I'm saying. Because it is going to be energies that come around. And I'm not saying it's a test, but it's going to come around. And when it comes, soon as you sense it, get the hell on. Don't even allow that energy to even... No, we ain't even allow no energy to breathe the same air we breathing. None of that old shit can stand next to the new us. None of it. No, it can't stand next to us. Did you hear me? It can't stand next to us. We got so much good shit coming in, we don't need nothing blocked because the bitch act like they don't want to do the work. Acting like they want to keep going through the same thing. Yeah. Your spiritual team said no. You about to take off too? Yeah. That spiritual blessing coming in and you finna take off. And your squad is your spiritual team. Your day ones, the people your day ones that align. Your day ones that align. Yeah. Everything else is in the past. We're not going back to that. I just feel like it's a lot of plungy energies coming back. Coming back to try to delay or distract. But we finna keep it P. We finna keep it P. Congratulations, Gemini. This is an honor and a blessing that you are truly deserving of. Peace.